Welcome to the Genius Talk podcast. I'm your host Atul Raj from the bestemailmarketer.com, and today we have Marlin Williams with us. Marlin, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome, Marlin. So, for our listeners who don't know you, can you tell them who you are and what do you do?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the short version. So I live in Detroit, Michigan. I'm a serial entrepreneur, but I got my start in the technology field. And so I started off a long time ago as a mainframe programmer. So that dates me way back, COBOL, JCL, all the things. So technology has been my path. So I had a couple tech startups. I still do a lot with tech now through my company called Sisters Code. And to encapsulate it all, really, we awaken the mature geek. We empower women ages 45 to 125. We don't care to just get out of their own way, to learn technology, to embrace AI, emerging technologies. And then other than that, I'm not going to say other than that, who I am as a person is anything about empowering, especially women of a certain age to just live their best lives. That's what I do.
That's really great. So, I'm curious, like, what inspired you to start Sisters Code?
Yeah. So I have had a robust life in corporate America, many C-level positions, and it would not have been possible if I did not start my career in technology. So I started my career in technology at the age of 25, which some people deemed old back then. I'm 55 now. And I was an aspiring mortician. So I worked at funeral homes. And then someone told me about technology. It changed the trajectory of everything in my life. And because of that, I decided, you know what? I want to pay it forward. And I wanted to start an organization that could afford women the opportunity that I had, no matter what your background, no matter where you come from, no matter your education. Technology is always there. It's an option for you. It is a game changer.
So, can you share a recent case study of yours?
Yeah. God, I have so many. You mean like someone who was in the class and who went off to do great things? Yeah, for sure. Oh my God. Okay. I have so many case studies. I'm going to give you two, one from a
Okay.
corporate perspective and one from the Sisters Code perspective.
Mhm.
Before I started Sisters Code, I was the deputy chief information officer for the city of Detroit. And Super Bowl 40, a long time ago, was coming to town. And my team and I was tapped to coordinate the technology behind Super Bowl 40. So without me being in the tech field, I would have never had this opportunity to be on such a grand stage. During that time, I was able to mentor women who were kind of touching on technology, but were a little afraid to do it, able to pull them along. And now they can say, hey, you know what? I was able to play on this big stage because I learned some tech. That was one that really, it was eye-opening for me. And so when I started Sisters Code, there was a woman who was 62, I think it was, and she was kind of forced into retirement.
Mhm.
So she came to our class and we were teaching, it was a weekend website warrior is what I called it. And they learned HTML, and then we kicked them with JavaScript because HTML and CSS is not really coding, but they were like, oh my God, I made the light bulb come on. And so after that, she came back to be our teaching assistant and she started her own small business where she created websites for religious institutions, small religious institutions. So she went from retirement, sad, upset, mad, to now she is this business owner. So I love that story and I love her.
Yeah, learning coding at the age of 63. That's awesome.
Yeah, she did it.
Yeah, she did. All because
Yeah.
of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, your programs offer judgment-free guidance even before the foundation of business or idea. So, why do you think this early stage support is often overlooked, and how has it changed outcome for your clients?
Yeah, I recently had a class called AI for Aunties. And for your audience, I don't know if you know the term aunties is women my age. So I recently had a class. It was called AI for Aunties. We had such a great time. And there were a lot of women in that class who were in the ideation stage. And I think the ideation stage is so important because, well, there's two things. It's important because you wanna hone in on your ideas. You want to hone, you wake up, you have this aha moment. It could be the best idea or the worst idea. We don't know. But if you don't dig into it, you'll never know. You'll never know if it's a road you should go down or if it's a road you say, absolutely not. I'm not going to waste any of my energy on this, but I did try. And now it opens you up to a whole new idea to now pivot and do something else. So that ideation phase is everything.
Okay. Can you share the best experience you ever had in a business till now?
I'm sorry, in the business.
Okay. The best experience you ever had in business till now?
The best experience I've ever had in business. Oh my gosh. Let's see. There's been so many. I don't know that I can name one. Yes. One of the best ideas I've had in business is I will say I'm going to stick with Sisters Code. I'll stick with Sisters Code. When I came up with Sisters Code, it was so interesting because this was back in the day where everyone had, like, you can learn the code in 3 months and we'll get you a job type of thing, right? For me, and I'll say I wanted to follow that because I'm like, "Oh my god, that must be the way to do it." But when I stepped back and I went through customer discovery, which is so important, it's not about what I want, it's about what the customer might want and understanding what problem I would solve, and I would say that's why Sisters Code became so successful. I took my time. I probably interviewed over 100 people, women, to say, "What is it you want? What is it you need?" Because I was gonna have classes that were like at, let's say, a Monday at 5 o'clock. And these women are like, "Are you crazy? We go to work all day, then we have to come home and, we're helping our children with homework." And so what I found out is that we want to meet on a Saturday or maybe even a Sunday, which is why I came up with the Weekend Website Warrior program, and it was a hit. But it was only a hit because I listened to my customer, and it wasn't what I wanted to do. So I would say that that was a huge success that happened right in that ideation phase for me.
Okay, that's great. So, looking back when you started, what one lesson you will tell yourself if you could restart today?
Oh my goodness. You know what? Not to overthink things. I had this idea for a while. I had the idea of Sisters Code for a while. I had the idea of being a public speaker for a while. I had the idea of so many things. But I second guessed myself. And I don't want to say it was imposter syndrome. It was like I needed to get it perfect. I needed to have the perfect speech. I had to have the perfect persona. I had to have everything on social media and the website. And I would say, no, you don't. It's like, it's for me, it was just that procrastination that kept me going. So I would tell myself, girl, just do it. Just go for it. Just start it. And if it fails, that's a success because you learned something.
Yeah,
If you succeed, then you just keep going. So that would be the largest lesson I've learned, and I live by that now.
that's great. So, is there anything else that you would like to share?
I would just say, especially for me, when I talk with women of a certain age, like I said, I'm 55. And I just want to say that
By the way,
as we
you,
get older, we second guess ourselves, but we have so much wisdom. Come on,
yeah,
y'all. We have so much wisdom. We've been through so much. We have so much to share. We don't get to just sit back and be dormant and be shy and not want to share it. That is just our reasonable service. Our reasonable service is to share our life lessons so that we can help others to learn and grow, and then we're helping ourselves as well.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so for our listeners who want to know more about you and want to connect with you, where can they go?
My website is sisters-code.org. Email info at sisters-code.org. You can find me on social media under my name, Marlin Williams, or Sisters Code. Easy, easy breezy.
That's great. Okay, so awesome, Marlon. It was really good chatting with you, and
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.